Welcome back to another Throwback Thursday review right here on Variant Reviews, and on this episode we actually have the Incredible Hulk War Hulk, and this particular figure actually comes with some battle action armor, and it's also removable. So we're looking at the front of the box, and you can see that Hulk's just there hanging out. The back of the box, you can actually see some of the other figures in this wave. It's going to consist of the Gamma Punch Hulk, which actually comes with David Banner and Hulk, which is pretty cool, Mecha Hulk, Absorbing Man, and this War Hulk. Okay, now there's World War Hulk, and this is War Hulk. Now, don't confuse this for World War Hulk. Now, this figure basically depicts when Hulk was one of Apocalypse's horsemen in the comics, and it was about like a 2-issue type deal. Now, one of the only images I could really find is this image where he's pretty much beating up Juggernaut. It's like this little gauntlet that goes on his right arm. And you can see it has a lot of little paint detail here. It's actually primary color is black, and then it has a lot of gray, silverish dry brushing going on. So I really don't know what to make much of this accessory. Now it does go around the fist on the left arm, and there's these little spikes here. As you can see, I guess it's for punching, but I don't know what to make of this tentacle here. Now you see a lot of the paint detail here. Now on these little spikes here, those are like a goldish color with a little bit of red. And again, that primary color is like kind of a black grayish gunmetal look, and then with a little bit of dry brushing here going on. Here's a sword, man. Now this thing looks tough, man. It has like a whole bunch of little teeth going along the side here, and then there's this little spear here. So if you got jabbed by it in real life, that would suck. So here on the hilt, you can see that it's very simple, not a lot of detail going on here. So one of my favorite accessories is this Predator looking mask, and it's covered in scratches, and it's actually painted in like a grayish, blackish, glittery paint. And again, you can see all this little battle damage going throughout the helmet. And yeah, you can see the eyes are painted in white. Here we have Hulk wielding all his accessories. Looking at Hulk's face, you can see that he kind of has like a little bit of a like an underbite thing going on here, like that Psycho Cop look. Here on the shoulder, you can see that there's a little bit of damage, a little bit of battle damage going on that shoulder pad. I like the way they have the spikes going. On the arms, you can see a lot of paint detail mixed in with the green and darker green, and you can see the veins. The first thing you notice when you look at his back is you're going to see this gimmick here, and basically when you press it, it's supposed to do something with his arms. I don't think I'm doing it right, but see, something like that. I really don't care for that, but I guess I'm kind of like smashing action. His pants are dark gray. It's kind of hard to tell. It kind of looks black here in the camera, but they're kind of a gunmetal-y gray in a way. And here's a look at his Hulk feet. It almost looks like he was running through mud or something like that. You see a lot of brown paint going on. Also, you see a little bit of veins and a lot more little toe wrinkles here, and the actual toenails, they look kind of busted up. So one cool thing about this figure is you can actually strip all the armor off of him and go for that classic Hulk look. So as far as head articulation goes, his head does turn all the way around. He can look down, he can look up, and I do like the amount of height you get when you look up, because a lot of times the Hulk figures won't look up that far up. So that's down and this is up. That's pretty dope. So in his abdomen, he does have like a little rocker, kind of a crunch thing going on. It's not a true ab crunch, but he does have some kind of articulation here, and he does have a waist swivel. In the way of arm articulation, his arm does turn all the way around, does hinge open. There's no bicep swivel, but there's a single elbow joint, and his wrist does swivel as well. There's a little bit of articulation in his hand. He can tilt it up and down like that, and he has articulation in his index finger, and his 4 fingers are clasped together, and you can get articulation there, and he has individual thumb articulation as well. As far as leg articulation goes, his leg does kick this far up, but when you go back, you don't get that much action going on. Surprisingly, he can do the splits. He has an upper thigh swivel here. He has a single jointed knee. He has ankle articulation here. He has an ankle rocker and toe articulation. And there's no peg holes at the bottom of his feet. So at the end of the day, I do gotta say this figure is pretty cool, given the little history that it has. But I mean, for me, I really honestly gotta say it's not for me. It's definitely a figure that I wouldn't go out and seek just so I could have it. I mean, if it was just if the situation was right and it presented itself, or you know, I could get a good deal on it, I'd probably take it. But honestly, it's something I'd probably pass on otherwise. So that about wraps it up. Again, this is D-Town Jackal saying thank you for watching another Throwback Thursday review.
So before you guys forget, hit the subscribe button, please.